Problem.
Yo, what's up? My name is DiBianca. I'm 21 years old, and I want to touch base with a couple things right now. Um, Growing up, I thought around the age of 18, 19, 20, I thought I had life figured out. I thought I knew where I was going to go. Like, I knew I was going to go to college, a higher education. I actually got a scholarship, a track scholarship here at my higher education at Monmouth University. And I thought the benefits of having like a college degree was going to put me in a statistic with many other people who also have a college degree, but the statistic varies because there's a lot less people who don't have one. And I thought this college degree was really going to like hold me a spot and like actually in a wage career that I was going to go and work for someone else. And the more I thought about it, the more I approached like junior, senior year, the more like the resume building began, the more I actually went out there into the workforce, work field, going out there working internships, working real jobs, working for franchises under business owners and business managers. I realized a lot of things. And I'm gonna read a quote that really like shaped my life to really give me a strong mindset on where the direction where the direction of schooling's going, and not even that, but the direction of ourselves. How we should be more investing into ourselves rather than like wage career. So there's a quote by Mark Twain, and he said, "I never let schooling get in the way of my education." This phrase and its variations basically refers to the idea that you can only learn so much with a formal education, and the real education lies within us, and the opportunities we choose to live by outside of a strict academic context. So, like, as I'm here at college, like, a lot of partying's going on, a lot of drinking, a lot of, like, procrastinating, a lot of, like, not paying attention to school, like showing up just to cram, get an A on an exam, and then I just forget about everything I just crammed into my brain. So it's like, this wasn't right. This wasn't right for me. So I needed a change. I was like, I can't be doing this for the rest of my life. I can't be expecting, even if I decided to study 2 weeks before an exam, I still somehow was going to forget it because I wasn't interested in it. I was doing a core curriculum to a bunch of classes that didn't interest me or my passions. Yeah, it's good to get a career, but I figured everybody would want a career that you're passionate about. So, like, I came to a lot of realization that young people like myself don't tend to realize nor get it that it's in our 20s with what we learn and experience becomes hardwired into our brains. And we change how we think and react because our brain is getting to the point of becoming fully mature. This doesn't mean for us to be sitting around waiting for it to develop, or procrastinating or whatnot or any of that. What we do in our 20s wires who we become as adults. On average, from what I've observed at my university, is way too many students who just don't know what they want to do with life or the direction they're heading in, so they brought into the norm of getting into a higher education, a degree that will give them some kind of a secure living, to work at these low-level income jobs, waiting for their spirit to move them, and end up getting comfortable and settle. And even if you do get a job with a degree that will pay you six figures, like $100,000, $200,000 a year, that job's still going to require around 40 to 50 hours average of work weekly, and it's very, very stressful. So I honestly can say I felt part in this system. The thing with the system is that we like to think we're keeping our options open with getting our formal education and degree, but actually doors are being closed behind us. This whole get the best job you can get mentality, even with a degree, you could have a degree and they'll tell you go get the best job you can get, is what allows us to live within unhappy circumstances, but yet when in the system, we will not take the initiative to change our situations in actually investing in ourselves rather than a wage career. We invest in a wage career more than we invest into ourselves. So, like with college tuition in debt like at an all-time high, it is becoming harder and harder for even the most motivated of college graduates to stomach making so little at otherwise respectable jobs. My sister's a prime example. She went to 4 years schooling at Penn State, went to 3 more years grad school at Ross University, got her degree in veterinarian specialist and whatnot, and she was $200,000 in debt. I mean, she still was $200,000 in debt. 6 months went by, Sally Mae started knocking on her door, and guess what? She didn't have a job. She graduated with like a 3.75. It's not like she didn't have the grades to not get a good job. It's just that no one was hiring and no one wanted to hire. Many interviews went right. Guess what? No one hired. And it was like, wow. So now my sister had to find a way out. She had to find a solution. Unlike myself, she took the Army route. She enlisted in the Army, and basically, she's hoping that the government will forgive her loans for serving time for the country. But guess what? That's nice and everything that her loans will get forgiven, but it's not nice at the fact that she's in South Korea for a year and her life is in jeopardy every day. So I pray for her every day. And I was like, wow, this isn't right. My last wage job was at Sears in the Hamilton Mall in Mays Landing. And not to say I've also worked at 2 non-paid internships over time. One in New York City at a record label marketing and licensing music, and the other at Keller Williams Realtor, along with many other side projects with upcoming businesses and franchises. So I've had my experience of work. And man, could I tell you, even being an intern, not getting paid, the system found a way for a motivated, driven college student like myself to go out there and spend my own dollars to get to work, purchase my own lunch, use me and my work ethic and ideas, and there's no limit to how much an idea can be worth, only to not hire me, guarantee me of a position, and let me go saying, I have compensated you with experience. Go apply it to your resume. My resume is over 1 page already. So this leads me to believe many big-time corporations are hiring interns, compensating them with experience with the intentions of us using our work ethic for them and ideas to where in return we will only get paid by mechanically clock, or if there's no room in the marketplace for us and you have interned for a couple months now, they will release you and wish you the best of luck and tell you, hey, here's your experience. And follow in and out with this cycle of non-paid interning and even paid interning. So I could tell you honestly, I was tired of it, simply overworked, so no one was hiring. What a shocker. Many places are still not hiring. Projection of unemployment sucks, especially for college grads. What can we do? Countless of times I said to myself, what the heck am I going to do? Because I hold myself to a high standard, as I hope everyone would. I said to myself I would never do something I was not passionate in. And here I was doing stuff I hated with a passion. Hate and passion should never coincide. So what makes me credible for this video you're watching right now and the opportunity I'm about to touch base on that changed my life physically and emotionally is I'm just like you. I'm a 21-year-old average kid with above average ambition and drive, going to school at Monmouth University, going to graduate in some debt, had my ups and downs in life, a lot more downs that's for sure, and here I am doing something different. I fell in love with it, I'm passionate about it, every day I go to bed and wake up more excited than the day before, and it's an opportunity it's an opportunity that's going to retire my mother. She's been the best mom I could ever ask for, and she only deserves it. She only deserves that I could retire at a young age, at a younger age, because the average retirement rate is like 65 to 70. I can't have her work for that long. So like, she's been the best mom I could ever ask for. Along with like my friends, families, and brand partners, they've been the best things ever to me. So what changed my life generally? That is what I like to call a residual income compensated by Vima. Residual income is like the secret that's never been told or taught in school for people, especially young people, to who they want to own their life. If you want to own your own life, then guess what? Residual income is for you. Hence, I said owning your own life, not owning your own business. So before you go out there working for someone else at a wage salary, there really is no other way a person can develop a residual income like they can in network marketing, especially with the revolutionizing product within a younger demographic Vima has to offer. So why Vima works and why it's working for young people all over the world, including myself, is many reasons. One, it's a perfect time to get if you're around my age right now, I can honestly say it's a perfect time to get yourself involved into an asset. If you have not invested into an asset yet, right now is the time. Vima is an asset, one that revolves around a performance-driven base. And if you treat it as $1 million business, in return, it will pay you $1 million. If you treat it as a hobby, then guess what? it will pay you as a hobby. Sorry to say. So Vima is an asset, and when done right, your overhead cost is like non-existent. When you're working for a traditional business, your efforts may provide you of a nice salary, paid vacations, health insurance, and even bonuses to acknowledge your extra efforts. However, the owner and stockholders of the business gain the most from your work ethic, your hard work. This is what we mean when we say don't go out there and be building someone else's dream when you can easily be building your own. But let's say you do want to own your own business, your own conventional business or a franchise. With this, you need to make a significant investment of money and time, as well as develop a certain amount of skills to be successful as the owner of a conventional business or franchise. In addition, it normally takes years on end before the business begins showing a profit because of the large investment you initially made. So, in comparison, how Vima has changed my life is quite simple. I work from home and devote a portion of my time to my business. If I really want to see results and hit 6 to 7 figure income, then I devote a lot more of my time to my business and get remarkable incentives such as tax advantages, a brand new company paid for BMW, Mercedes, or Mini Coupe, travel expenses, vacations, and my favorite, time flexibility to do what I want, when I want, wherever I want, while getting paid on a weekly basis. Most of my work time is actually just spent with friend and family time as I check my bank account to weekly compensation. How can you beat that? So Vimo provides a business opportunity that allows people with no special skills, no background requirement, no resume or previous experience to create lasting streams of income, residually income, without making any large initial investment. Now, you may be asking, like, but isn't it one of those pyramid schemes, scams, Ponzi schemes, whatever people want to call it? No, it's not. It's a very legitimate company. I'm about to touch base on some wonderful credibility that made me feel safe and secure about this opportunity. So, Vima is actually a multi-volume marketing company, meaning the advertising budget that all companies use to advertise their product through billboards, commercials, TV ads, endorse athletes who already have money, etc. Red Bull specifically, for example, spends around $900 million a year doing all that commercial advertising and sponsoring endorsed athletes. Vima decided they could do the same thing, but they would rather be different. On the other hand, Vima takes those same advertising dollars and pays us, the consumers, the most socially connected generation, to do the advertising for them. All brand partners and customers do is simply consume the product they love from Vima and share it and talk about it. Word of mouth advertising. That's how it's done. The best advertising there is. I've been taught that in many of my marketing classes. So, Vima, being a multi-volume marketing company, each brand partner is paid based on the amount of product, in most cases Verve, their team has sold. Not the amount of people in their organization. This isn't a business of signups, but a business of pushing volume sales from product being sold. No money is made unless the product is sold. Simply as that, no need to overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Simplicity is key anyway. So Vima is also the official drink of the Phoenix Suns, Phoenix Coyotes, Chris and Heidi Powell, two big names in the fitness and wellness industry, endorsed our Body E product line. Dr. Oz, on the other hand, speaks highly on how beneficial our Verve energy drink is to the body, and same goes with our Vima liquid vitamin. He's the man, and the fact that he consumes the product is a pretty big deal. So, like, what really got me to feel comfortably about doing Vima and that it was a legitimate business is the research that I found on my own when I went into the deep roots of this company. And I found some amazing stuff. But one thing I'm really made conscious and aware right now is this article that I came across. Because I can tell you right now, many young people are going to be using Vima for a stepping stone to lots and lots of residual income. So to make you feel comfortable, I did my own research and I found this article from Forbes.com, a very credible source. This article goes on to say how much each NBA's team's net worth is. At number 8 was the Phoenix Suns at $452 million. This article went into great detail on how the Phoenix Suns remains one of the NBA's most innovative teams when it comes to generating revenues. They made a sponsorship deal with our energy drink called Verve, where Verve gets naming rights to the high-class arena club, which is called Verve Lounge now. So, under a 5-year contract deal, the Suns will act as a distributor, just as myself, just as many other brand partners in Vima, just like every brand partner in Vima, and get a cut of sales from it. It is the first deal of its kind for the NBA. In relation to this, before the sponsorship deal was made final and processed under contract, the Phoenix Suns hired a team of 11 lawyers to investigate Vima as a full company. That means compensation plans, that means nutritional side of it, health side of it, like credibility, all of it. Our CEO, background of our CEO, his that whole criminal background, everything. Because if this company turned out to be fraudulent in any way, shape, or form, the Suns organization will be legally liable by making it their official energy drink. Wow. When I read this, I couldn't feel more secure than ever. I was like, wow, what the opportunity that's in front of me is literally there to change my life. I have to take it. So I did. I hopped right on it, and I realized that more people could comprehend this, then they wouldn't have such a hard time agreeing that this is a very legitimate company, and that, yeah, we do things differently, because in the end, different is what's going to take you to enjoy living an extraordinary life. So there will be always, if you fear network marketing in Vima, let me tell you something right now. There will always be people who want or need extra money and income. There will always be people who do not enjoy their current life, job situations. There will always be people who want to have control of their time and have time flexibility. My favorite. If you are watching this video and have been second guessing Vima, or this is the first time you have heard about it and fall under any of these 3 points I've just made, then hey, I welcome you, and Vima is for you. My name's DiBianca, and I'm signing out.